right, what's up, worldwide family? Back at it again. Welcome back, Jimmy Flippin' Deals. Let me see, when I left you last video was I found money on them shelves. And it did, but it wasn't near what I thought it was when I got back. And I'll tell you why. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a store called Ollie's. That's the store that I was talking about yesterday that I've gone to many times. And the first time, I left out of there with 5 cards. And almost all of that was decent sales. Like some of it I still have, but we're not focused on the negative. Come on, baby, easy. Okay. Anyway, like almost all of it went. I had like 5 cards, and I made the mistake. They see me scanning, and they asked me what I was doing, and I was new at it, so I told them. And the next time I come back, everything was moved up about 20%, where there was no margin left on me. And I couldn't get it, and I've hit them, and I've hit them, and I've hit them, and nothing. And I know there are people that go in there and buy books. I don't buy books anymore. For me, it's a personal decision. For anybody that does books, I know some people do real well at it. I don't want to spend the time, and I'm sure that people that are successful with it, either one, do it longer than me, or 2, do it better than me. But moving on, I don't do books. So very limited on what's left because of the margins the way they are. I ran into a ton of Remington shavers. And when I look at them on the shelf, plus I had a 15% coupon. I think I said 10 yesterday, but I got home, found out it was 15. Anyway, 15% coupon. They send me like once a quarter, something else. Anyway, I go in there, and there's these Remington shavers, and some of them aren't profitable, but there was like 3 or 4 different kinds that I scan them. They pop up, man. For 15. And then minus 15%, makes them what, $1.50, $2.20 off of 15, $12.80 a piece, right? And I'm seeing comps anywhere from 45, 35, 45, 65, and I'm going, whoa, and they got a lot of them. So I rush back home, I get my resale certificate, I grab the coupon, I head back, I'm piling them in my cart, right? And right at about the time that I got the whole shelf cleared, and we're talking probably 70 trimmers, I said 400, and I apparently was being generous. I think I said $400 on the shelves, because it would have been much more than that. Like I say, there was about 70 of them. I had them all in my cart, just about, when I noticed right at the bottom of the box. And the box didn't look like it should, right? But I was going with it, the barcode scan. Anyway, at the bottom of the box, it said, factory refurbished model. Maybe you can still do something with that. I'm sure you can, especially the ones that were 65, or that were going for 65. But here's the deal. I was blown away. I've never tried to sell refurbished. I know you can sell used. I'm not saying that, but that's basically what it amounts to. When you have it, even though it's been factory refurbished. So I was thrown off. I was taken aback. Yes, that's what it was. And I didn't fix my camera, but I watched the one from yesterday. Most of it wasn't horrible. I really meant to fix it today, but I didn't. I can see it kind of shaking now, but it didn't quite come across that way in the video, so we're going to keep going. Anyway, so I put all of those back. I did get some ankle braces that, one of those as seen on TVs, that seems to sell on eBay. So I was able to pick them up for, what is that, about $2.50 a piece. Probably not my best buy, but nevertheless, I got a ton of these things. So whatever they are, and I'm sure this time next year I'll probably still have some, but I don't care. And they will sell. They do sell for money, and every time they sell, I'll make money. So happy about that. Ultimately, all in all here, I do believe with the ankle things, once it's all realized, right? Once it's all done, probably about $200 out of Ollie's yesterday. So, like I said, extremely difficult to pull a profit out of there. Since I opened my mouth over a year ago, they have priced their stuff accordingly, and in all honesty, most of it is junk. Hey, if you need it, you need it. But I think people get into the deal of buying it because it's cheap, not because they need it or want it. It's just, oh, well, look how much I'm saving, and they never would have came for it anyways. Maybe like these ankle things, but I do see sales, so that will win out, and I'll make some money off of them as the years pass on. And they don't take up much space, so less than a tote. Now, since I did feel like I wasted my time going back, well, no, that's not true, because that wasn't the way it went down. Before I came back to Ollie's, I went ahead and hooked up the trailer. That's what it was. So I didn't feel like I wasted. Oh, it's a schoolie. Is it one of them I know? Is it YouTube? Man, they got tiki torches, everything. Wish I could see that. That's cool. Go ahead, yeah. That's a passion of mine that I haven't done yet because it takes too much work. But anyways, that was kind of a rough looking schoolie, but they're doing the darn thing, right? So I can't be mad at them. It looks, and I say it's rough, it's probably the paint job. As far as, like a home paint job, like a brush paint, which I know is a heck of a lot cheaper than an actual paint job. That's ridiculous amount of money for a bus. So I don't mean to be condescending, I think, or looking down on. I think that's what that word means. But anyway, super cool, super cool. So anyway, I hooked my trailer back up so I wouldn't be wasting a trip just for Ollie's. Like I wanted to do a twofer, like I wanted to get more bang for my buck of heading all the way back home. And it was something that I've been planning to do, something I've been talking about doing for quite some time. And I picked up 2 massive shelves from one of those do-it-yourself box stores. There's a couple that come to mind, and I'm sure I don't mean to mention either one of their names. So I picked up some shelves from them. They are literally, they fit the totes quite nicely. My 27-gallon totes, end to end, the long way is like 28 inches. And no shelf really does those justice. However, these shelves are 24 inches wide. So literally 2 inches on both sides and hangs over. Really, really nice. And I think that's mostly the lip. Actually, I know it is. On the top, not the actual bottom. So the bottom is fully supported. Long story short, 24 inches wide, 90 inches wide by 90 inches tall. These things are as big as I could fit into my house as far as the height, and really almost as far as the length of them too. I do have a little bit more room going around it. I can put like an end cap of a shelf on it. I bought 2 of them though, and I've already, the space is already spoken for. It just makes better use of it. But the living room was starting to look like a hoard, literally, of merchandise, little pathways through the living room. So now we'll be able to extend that and promote, foster walkability through there. I haven't put the second one up, but that'll completely it'll give me walkways. It'll be more organized. It'll give me still spots for for packaging and whatnot. So super cool. I do believe ultimately I am going to turn those shelves into drawers, like I've talked about. But first things first, right? Get the shelves and then make the drawers. So who knows how long it'll be before I can do that. This is already a major win. On a lot of the shelving or totes that I have that don't have any shelving for at all, if I want, let's just say, tote 1 at the bottom, I've got to go through, and these aren't the real numbers, but bear with me, tote 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 to get it. So I got to peel off 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, grab what I need out of 1, and then put totes 2, 3, 4, and 5 back. So a lot of work just to grab an item. Now I just pull the tote out, I grab what I need, I slide the tote back in. So that will save me time, which will make me money, and I couldn't be more pleased about that. I do need more shelves, but this is a step in the right direction. I think that they may have been on sale a little bit stronger a week or so ago when I had it in my mind. I think I paid another $30 more or something a piece from the height of the sale when I went, ooh, now's the time to get them. But still, they said they were like normally $4.50 a piece, and I got them for $3.75. I think at one point they were down to $3.50. But nevertheless, I'm happy about that. Matter of fact, here's the deal with that too. Just to be totally transparent, since we're friends and all. No, I bought the totes. I told y'all I recently, this week and a half ago, had bought 40 more totes. I came home and in the mail was a coupon for free interest for 18 months over $1,000. And with the totes, I'd already had 6 months. Didn't think I needed it, but you always leverage so you can, do better. So I was keeping my options open with that and thinking about, well, I could just make the minimum payment on those totes for 6 months rather than paying them all out if I need the cash, and right now I don't, but nevertheless, that was an option. So I get home and there's 18 months interest-free over $1,000. So I brought my receipt back and basically, in essence, returned the totes and rebought them and bought the shelves at the same time. So I can use that coupon, and now, although I'm on the hook, I do have the cash, don't get me wrong. I rarely spend money if I don't have cash to back up my leverage. But it is nice to leverage. And so for 18 months, I think I pay $70 a month. And that pays for the totes and for the shelves. And I'm sure I'm going to need more shelves and more totes before that 18 months. I just know it. However, at that time, I can deal with it. And like I said, I don't know that I'll actually pay out in 18 months. It's just nice to have the option, seeing that it's interest free. but I did get one shelf up, and I got the majority of the contents to the second shelf in the house. It's only getting colder today, so I went ahead and brought it in. I wanted to do the taxes today, but the house is still not ready for the bug people to come in. Once the second shelf goes up and everything files in to the shelf, then there'll be nice walkways for him to get in and do his job more effectively, more efficiently. I do not want bugs, so I want to stop them. I want to make the place toxic to them should they decide to make their way over from the neighbor's house, because I'm sure he's probably got his share. He's got a lot of stuff going on there, and I am overly paranoid about bugs. I know that, I can see that, but it don't change the fact that I am overly paranoid about bugs. So we'll take care of that, and that'll give him the opportunity to do his stuff. I did shift my schedule around to accommodate that. It's Terminex is the one I'm using. I've used them now for 3 months. They seem to be decent as far as when they show up. When they say they're going to show up, they do show up. They seem to be effective in what they do. I mean, so what I didn't like originally is you sign up, I think it was $99 for the first 3 months or something, and then you click on it and then it's $99 plus the treatment, plus this, plus that. Long story short, I'm at $300 for 3 months as an introductory offer, which is fine, but just say that. You know what I mean? It was like, I guess I felt like it was deceptive advertising. I don't have a problem with the $300, but when you say $99, I believe it was, to start your 3-month deal, the wording, to start it, okay, now you're started, now pay us. That was just tacky. But nevertheless, they are one of the bigger ones in our area. Other than that, it was Joe Blow's Pest Control, and I don't really. I didn't feel like Joe Blow's Pest Control was where I wanted to spend my money. Okay. Sometimes I look for the cheaper deal. Sometimes I just want it done, right? And this time I just want it done. So let's see what else. Two eBay sales, one Mercari sale so far this morning, which is decent. I accepted an offer on Mercari for $10 plus shipping on something I got $1 in, so not a bad deal to stick something in a poly bag and put a label on it. There's a pair of sweatpants, a pair of jeans, nothing fancy, nothing special. Steadily clicking along. Things are a little slower right now, but I'm not listening. I haven't been listening. I'm running on fumes, as more things are coming onto my eBay from my actual Shopify draft bank that I'm using. I was able to put something on Amazon last night. It hasn't shown up on eBay yet, but I'm steadily working at it. All this infrastructure, all of these life changes that I've gone through this month, I've been working my tail end off, and I'm very happy with my results. The listing will come. I know it will. I had in my head, I had all weekend to do it, and I haven't done it. But I've done so much. So I'm not going to beat myself up about that. And it's the slowest part of the year, so it's not like that stuff's immediately effective. I think everything happens for a reason, and this stuff happening now, I think the reason for it is so I can handle it at the level I'm handling it, because I truly am knocking it out of the park with all of the boxes that are getting checked as far as the house goes. The house, man, was blown up, and it's coming back under control, so that's a beautiful thing. Looking forward, I do believe, okay, a little fast. I do believe tonight, getting that other shelf up, getting everything pushed together, will probably be the vast majority of what I do. I don't know that there'll be a lot of listing. I do have a few packages going out, like I said, so far today. So I will get to listing once the pest guy gets done tomorrow. Hopefully that will be the opportunity to start fresh and start new. Almost every bit of the house has had a very thorough once over, except for the inside of the oven. Still hadn't got there yet, but I will knock that out. I am removing the dishwasher that I have. It died. I don't know if I told you all that. I don't think I did. So that's on the agenda too. I hadn't quite got one to put back in there yet. However, I don't personally use the dishwasher. I use a plate and I wash a plate, and I don't cook. So I can cook. I just don't, because I don't like to clean. So I bring things in. If I, I'll tell you the truth, I use one-offs. Like I have more than that, but I use the same coffee cup. That way, if it's dirty, I clean it, right? That way I don't ever get behind. And that way everything stays clean. So I don't need a dishwasher. But I noticed that it stopped working, so we'll yank it out, and that will facilitate some of the home repairs that I'm wanting to do as time goes on, and maybe I'll key y'all in on that. I do believe once I get the inside store part of it finished here shortly, I will take y'all through a quick little spin of it. Not that that's a huge thing or anything, but I maybe y'all will get a kick out of it. Maybe it'll, and if anything, it'll give me a point of reference of where I began one of these days. Because I know I've got pictures on my YouTube or on my Facebook about, when I got a wall of totes, that was huge. And then when I got the shelves down another wall, that was huge. And now the shelves in the middle, it's growing. It's a beautiful thing. And as I look to the future of it getting bigger and be broadening out on all sides, it's just beautiful. So other than that, guys, I do believe that that's about it. I'm going to see my dad, get him some tea, apparently some cologne, some mouthwash, blah, 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 just normal run-of-the-mill stuff. And the car's behaving beautifully, guys. I couldn't be happier with it after it sat in the field for 6 months. So just steadily putting down the road. So thank God for that, right? Because that's where all good things come from. Short of that, guys, I think that's about it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, please ask. If you've got any comments, please put them in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. I want this to be a social thing. So y'all have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, Dr. Pepper, you ought to send me some more of your product. All right, bye.